Hello everyone and welcome to our CRM from scratch project. So let's continue our work. Let's run the server with BOM. Let's run Tailwind and run CRM. Let's probably move this guy to the top because that's the order that I usually go through. Right. Okay. So let's open our magical, super cool, fast and easy to use CRM system where we can remove the fields, right? So let's see how our real CRM system works on Zoho. So this guy has ability to reorder fields, and as I said in the previous video, that's what we're gonna do most likely. So let's do that. Let's open our journal. So today is September 17 and the goal is to reorder the fields by dragging them. That's the goal. So first we wanna do the same as here. So we wanna set the field to be draggable, right? CRM. So we have our function for customizing the fields, and over here we have content and we have the field. Oh no, sorry, that's not the one. Customize fields, we have a content and we have render field unused and render field used. So on the left side it's what we already use, and on the right side it's what we are not using for this form. So in the used situation, let's make this div draggable. So we can drag it now, which is very nice, and it's already showing us some drop zone, but of course it's not implemented. So whenever we drop, we want to reorder, right? So on drop, reorder, insert the field in this specific position, right? So first of all, we want to see if we even receive the event, right? Drop. So in order to receive drop, we need to implement drag over first. So drag over and then drop. And also div field. Let's see. No, we don't receive it actually. How do we implement this guy? We have drag over. Oh, so we have the cover for the drop zone. Yeah. So this is not how we're gonna do it. This is not how we're gonna do it. We actually wanna do it in the same event, basically, right over here. So we drop and we receive the event on the drop zone itself. On the drop zone itself. So here we wanna save the field first of all, similar to that. We will just say used, and we will save it on drag start and undefine it on drag end. So we can just copy this guy. Like this, and it will be filled, div filled. Yep. And then this listener will have this name, right? Yeah. And because this div has the name of div field unused, I wanna get the same symmetry in this function as well, right? So just to be consistent, we're gonna say div field used, right? And we actually can lower the nestedness here, but that's gonna be later. Let's just finish first. So on drag start, we assign the field used, and we assign the element field used. And on drag end, we assign it to undefined, and we assign this guy to undefined as well. Right, and then on drop, we're gonna see, we should have these two guys defined. Yep, so we have the field and we have the div. Let's try it again. My third field, so I'm moving my third field to the very beginning. Yep, this is the field label, and this is, yeah, that's correct. Okay, so now we can just implement this stuff. We can just say field used being dragged not equals undefined. We want to apply state render stuff. So we want to say apply to state, and over here we want to basically find the field. So fields used length, if field label equals you know what? We want to understand where to drop. And where to drop is we need to find this guy, this field. Actually, we need to find this guy. Yeah. Let's say, so we gonna drop before or after, probably after field. We're gonna drop field used being dragged after field. Let's say this. Let's see how it works. So my third field I'm gonna drop after this stage. We're gonna drop my third field after stage. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So let's do this. How we gonna move? How to move an DOM element from one position to another? Probably like I remember there is like replace child, I guess, which can move, replaces a child node within a given parent node. If the new node is already present somewhere else in the DOM, it is first removed from that position. Yeah. Parameter order new before old is unusual. Element replace with. Method replaces this element in the children list of its parent with a set of node or string objects. String objects are inserted. Okay, so this probably works the same, but isn't scopable, is not scoped into it. That's fine. So we have in our example, we have div and p paragraph, and div contains paragraph and then span, and we want to p replace with span. Oh no, that's not what we want to do. Probably. No, that's not the right stuff. Maybe after. Inserts a set of node or string objects in the children list of the element's parent, just after the element. And what if the element already exists? No. If the given child is a reference to an existing node in the document, upon child moves it from its current position to the new position. That's probably what we're gonna do. No. There is no way to specify after which child specifically I want to put this one. So probably this guy should work. We will see. We will see. Let's try append. Let's try append. So we wanna say, oh sorry, not append. Sorry. After. We wanna say, how do you use it? So p after span text. it inserts these two guys after this guy. Yeah, so we can say div drop zone after, and then we can say element field used being dragged, and probably also, oh yeah, so we can say like this. Well, it's not actually into state. Oh yeah, it's actually already rendering stuff. So it's like render move to different position, and apply state will be here. So let's just test this first to see if it works. So let's take my third field, move it to very beginning, and drop. Yeah, so we rendered. We didn't move this guy. So probably probably this element is not everything that we want to move. Oh, you know what? So we actually want to move this guy, because this is the one that contains everything. Oh, we have like elements. We have drop zone and we have new field container. So probably we want to save these elements and move them. So let's say elements, and the return type will be return type of a function render field used, right? So it's either elements or undefined, right? And then we will save this over here. Right, so elements are here, we assign them over here, and then we just save them like this. Yeah, here they are. So we have our container. Inside of that container we have a field. On drag start we save the elements that are being created over here. We save them here, and then on drag end we unassign them as well, and then we have them here, elements field used, and we can just say div field and div drop zone like that. Let's see. Yeah, it works. It even works fine. I can now move these guys, but our drop zones don't disappear. So after works, this guy works, then hide drop zone on drop. Yeah, so basically okay, so This is the drop zone. We wanna do the same basically. Let's just take it here, render drop zone. Right. We wanna do the same actually. And to do the same, we wanna probably do like in any case, maybe not in any case. Because we have like symmetrical situation here, right? But here we actually do the same. So let's extract this guy to the function. So extract drop zone hiding and reuse this code. Because it's essentially the same code, we wanna have it extracted somewhere somewhere in the beginning of the function basically. So it will be like class toggle drop zone div drop zone hide, and then it will be like this. Class toggle div drop zone hide, and also here, and then also here. Oops. Yeah. So now we do it on this branch, and we do it on this branch as well. And we also do it this on drag leaf. Yeah, and we can actually extract this one, right? This is symmetrical because we don't reuse it, but just to make the conceptual understanding of the code easy, this is basically the same code but inverted. Class toggle div drop zone show. Maybe toggle is unnecessary word here. Let's just remove this guy. Class div drop zone hide. Class div drop zone show. Right. And then just put over here. Right. Cool. Is it compiling? Yeah. Let's see how it works. So we can drag. Okay. Now it works very nice. Very nice. And then we wanna update the state. So here we still have the state with all fields. Let's see. So third field is the last one. If we move it, we still have it as the last one. And we wanna have it after the stage, for example. So we wanna find basically the same stuff actually. You know what? Why do we need this loop? We actually don't need one. We need it here, but we don't need it here. It's stupid. Yeah. And over here we wanna say state fields used. Splice probably I+1, and then 0 delete, right? And then we wanna put field use being dragged. And we also want, yeah, probably we will have like 2 of them now in the array. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's just log the state. So we have them twice. So now let's just keep going, and if label equals this one, and yeah, probably let's skip one iteration here because we're gonna delete that way. We're gonna delete then on the next iteration. Well, let's see. Let's just show you what I mean. So remove, or maybe remove from from I, right? Which is gonna be fields used, splice I1. So remove 1 and remove 3. So I removed twice because, and now we don't even have the third field here. Yeah, so to avoid that, we wanna skip one. Skip the next element because that's the one that we just inserted, and we don't wanna remove it. Right? And now it should be fine. We only remove the last one, and we have our third field moved properly. So yeah, let's break here. Oh, sorry. Right. Well, let's just test the state. So we have, fields used. We have it after the stage, then let's put it after my field. Oh, you know what? We just lost one element. We just removed ourselves. That's fun. So when I move it to the next position, I remove it. Oh no. So let's see which one I removed. So let's say my field dragging after my second field. I removed myself. Actually. I inserted it into I+1 and removed it from I. Right, so now it's on the first index, and then I remove it from the first index and I don't insert it. I don't insert it. Why I don't insert it? So this condition doesn't work, right? So basically whenever I move like this, I insert and remove and all good. But whenever I move, and also if I move to the very end, oh, so my algorithm is wrong because I can move backwards, but I cannot move forward. Whenever I move forward, I remove but don't insert. Crazy. Whenever I move forward the field, I remove it from the old position, but don't insert into a new position. Why is that? So I iterate and I don't have this condition happening, right? So field is the one that is being rendered here, and wait a moment, so let's debug a little bit more. So field used being dragged is this one, and then field used rendered is this one. So field used being dragged, my field, that's correct. And then I see the stage, I see my field, I remove my field. And then I don't see anything, which is weird. I only see stage and my field, too. I probably should do something like this. So, like this. I see my field, I see stage, I see my field again. Sorry, I see stage, I see my field, I remove, I go back. Oh, I don't need break here, sorry. Break was a wrong idea. So I see stage, I see my field, I remove it from the old position. Then I see the second field. Then I see the third field. And then I insert. And now we have my field as a last. Okay, let's test more. My field is the last. My field is this first. My field is the second on the index 2 basically, and then in the index 3, then in the index 2, and then in the index 1, yeah, and the index 3, yeah, that's correct, that's correct. That's correct. So simple logic, but why so hard? I don't know. Move the field from the old position to a new position. Yeah, that's all cool. That's all cool. So we're done with reordering. Reordering works fine. Very fine, I would say. If we say A, if we say B, if we say C, we can now see how it goes, right? Very cool. Very cool. Nice. And then after all of this stuff, we want to undefine the variables. So we want to say like equals undefined equals undefined. You know, probably it would be a good idea to assert this instead of having it in if. Because if it's not asserted, nothing will happen. We will not go inside the if, and I will not know what is going on. But that way I can assert that these two guys should be defined together. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so basically field reordering is done. Now, what else we're gonna do? Let's commit first. So this one, all of chunk. CRM, how I say it, reorder the fields by dragging them. That's exactly what we do. And let's update the docs. Yeah. All good. All good. So what would be the next thing that we want to do? That should be simple to make it not take too much time. Probably we want to hide the delete button and show it only on hover, because right now it's not working like that. So show the delete icon only on mouse hover. And to do it, we want to see how we render fields used. So we have the drop zone, we have the field container. We probably want to have so our field is consisting of these two elements, the drop zone and the field container. So on the field container, on hover, the background should be like slate 200 probably. No. Oh, you see, let's not touch background for now. Let's first do the delete icon. You see, that's exactly the reason why I use journal, because journal helps me understand what I'm gonna do right now exactly, not like and not lose track, because I wanna show the delete icon, but I start like doing some other stuff, and it's okay to do some other stuff every once in a while, but the more you have the direction and the more you stick to that direction, the more effective you are as a programmer. And that's exactly how journal helps. Okay, so delete icon here, right? So whenever we hover on the container, we want to say the container is a group, and then delete icon should be like group hover, hit group hover, I guess block, not block, let's say opacity, does it mean opacity 0 is, so visible is opacity 100, and when group is not hovered, opacity is 0, right? So what it means is whenever we are hovering over the group, which is our field container, so whenever we are hovering over field container, we gonna change the opacity on group hover, we're gonna change the opacity to 100. And when we are not hovering over that, we have opacity by default 0. Because I don't do like hover like this, because it means hovering on exactly the icon. But that's not what we want. We want to hover on the field itself. Now it works. But you know what? It's actually opacity 70. So let's use this one. Yeah. And let's add the background on hover to the field. now we wanna do the background. So on our background slate 100, and then because it's also giving me the background in the field, I wanna avoid that. So I wanna say like the field used on group hour background white, right? And then we wanna add the padding, I guess we wanna add the padding. So padding y2, right? Yeah, and then we wanna actually, we have this highlighting going over here as well. I don't know why I need these icons. I don't need these icons. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory that I can drag. But I want a highlighting to go to the very end of the block, and now it's not. So that's the problem. Oh, you see, because the problem is that because I have the padding on the entire container, that's why. So I wanna remove the padding from the container and add it to the child elements when needed. So if I remove the padding from the container like this, and then I will add the padding to every child instead, that way I will be able to have this effect like here. Right, so this is the content. Padding left, we cut this off, and then we add it to every field, not to every field actually. Maybe to every field. Let's see. Yeah, this is how it's done. And then add it to the header as well. So header, sorry, not working. Why is it not working? Oh, it's something different. Oh, it's not the one. Sorry. It says candidate information. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good. I would probably make it less, like not as much padding. So to the field used, I don't know. I just don't like as big of a padding. Just my personal taste. Okay. And now can do stuff, right? We can do stuff, but I don't know, like this padding makes it now that appear that drop zone is a little off. Because of this padding situation. I don't know. This padding situation makes it not good. They're like too far away. Maybe we should reduce the drop zone, because now the fields are too far away from each other, right? So the drop zone may be like 2, and then if it's 2, then if we change this guy, yeah, it's kind of okay. I don't know, this padding just makes it worse for some reason. I would say let's keep the padding 0. Let's make it like this, and it works better, you know, it works better. Yeah. But it looks worse. Maybe we should have the padding but disable it whenever we try to drag stuff. And then enable it again. But for now it's fine, I guess. I can improve it later if I want. Yeah, okay. So what have we done? What have we done? Basically, we added some styles, right? We added hover and padding and stuff. Yeah. Okay. What else do we want to do? We will need to edit the field, and on edit we will be able to like change to mandatory, for example, and if it's mandatory then delete is not available, and we can change it to become optional again, and then we can delete it again. But let's do it on the next video, so to keep this one not too long. Yeah, let's do it on the next one. So thanks everyone, and see you on the next video.